Welcome to Ohio Marijuana Pod, where we update patients and customers about Ohio Marijuana Card and discuss everything going on in Ohio's medical marijuana industry. I'm your host, Randy Schaefer, and today we will be exploring what patients should expect if they plan on visiting a dispensary in Ohio. So now that dispensaries are open, many patients have been asking us what it's like to actually visit a dispensary and buy product. Though the process may vary from place to place, what follows is a detailed breakdown of what you can expect when you visit an Ohio medical marijuana dispensary for the first time. This is just a friendly reminder before we get started. It is very cold in Ohio winters. I'm sure everyone knows that, but up in the Cleveland area, Akron, Toledo, it can get very, very cold. And many dispensaries do not have the ability to house hundreds of patients. As a result, people will be told to stand in line outside or in tents. There is limited food, but generally there are refreshments and portable toilets, provided indoor restrooms are not available. Patients who suffer greater during the winter months may want to wait until lines are shorter, or if you have a caregiver, we recommend sending them instead of you for at least the first few trips or until spring arrives or lines die down. As stated, there are really long lines right now. Wait times can run at best about 1 to 2 hours, but honestly, many dispensaries were reporting wait times in excess of 4 to 8 hours. There are a few reasons for these delays. They are not related to supply shortage, but small kinks that erupt in the system throughout the day. If you've ever bought a smartphone on the day of its release, you may be familiar with the sort of chaos that comes with new products being sold for the first time. Systems crash, lines are long, tempers can get flared. The same goes for dispensaries. When I visited a dispensary called The Botanist in Canton on Wednesday, there was trouble with the computers, with IDs, signing patients in, checking their paperwork, registers crashing, literally everything, you name it. This resulted in delays that lasted several hours, and many patients, including myself, were sent away. While these delays and other problems are understandably frustrating for patients, just remember that each moment is a piece of history. If you visit a dispensary soon, you will be able to tell your friends, your children, or grandchildren about your unique experiences from the first days that Ohio sold legal marijuana. That story could last generations. The next question is, what should you expect from a dispensary? Well, first, here's a few things you're going to need to bring. Number 1, your Ohio Medical Marijuana Card. This card is issued to you by the State Board of Pharmacy. Once you've registered, you can print the card from their website. Just bring that card with you. Number 2, your license or state ID, whichever you use to get your medical marijuana card. The dispensary will scan this ID several times and check it with your medical marijuana registration online. 3, cash or an ATM card. There are generally ATMs in dispensaries, but to expedite the process, simply bring some cash. Number 4, time. Serious on this one. The lines will be long, so be prepared. Eat a meal before you go, bring something to drink, dress comfortably, bring a snack, your phone, or even some games. Or get to know your fellow medical marijuana patients. Your time is valuable, so find a good use of it while you wait. And finally, number 5, a pen or pencil. Just in case. The dispensary experience is meant to be a pleasant one, so anyone with concerns about what the experience will be like need not worry. If you have visited our doctors, you know that Ohio Marijuana Card has carefully cultivated a relaxing, holistic experience for our patients. That same experience is replicated at the dispensaries. When you arrive, you will be given an intake form and placed in line or given a number. Fill out the form and wait. One by one, patients will be asked to sign in. You will turn in your intake form and your ID and Ohio Medical Marijuana Card. Each will be scanned in. After this process, you'll be given some informational materials and a bud menu with the day's options, meaning which kind of flower is available that particular day. After waiting for a moment longer, you will be invited into the dispensary showroom, where you will meet with a patient consultant, also sometimes known as a bud tender. This consultant will look over your intake form and ask if you have any questions. If you are unfamiliar with cannabis and cannabis products, this is the time to ask any relevant questions you have. Don't hold back. Ask any question that comes to mind. The patient consultant will guide you through the various strains and make recommendations based on your ailments and needs. You are allowed to select any strains you want. You can mix and match as well, so you can find which strain works right for you. Note, current prices range between $40 and $60 for 2.83 grams, the Ohio 10th. This is considered a daily dose by the state of Ohio and should last patients technically a little bit between 1 and 5 days depending on the frequency of usage. You are not limited to a daily supply when you visit a dispensary and can actually buy up to a 90-day supply in one visit. Prices are subject to change and will likely dramatically drop as more cultivators hit the market and competition emerges. At current, there are no edibles, oils, or the like, only dry flower. Eventually, as processors are up and running, you should begin seeing more processed cannabis products like oils and vape pens. Dry flower will continue to be sold. Any rumors you have heard about dry flower not being sold are just that, rumors, and are not true. Unfortunately, at this time, you cannot see or smell the cannabis that you are going to buy, but a bud tender can still describe the cannabis with decent accuracy. This rule, and many others like the Ohio 10th and the vaporizing rule, may change at some point in the future as Ohio works out the kinks of their newly implemented system. That may take time though, so please be aware. Once you have selected your strains, you will be given a ticket while the dispensary prepares your cannabis. After this, you simply pay for your Ohio medical marijuana and head on your way. You can also purchase vaporizers and other Ohio-safe vaping products, though oil cartridges are not yet available. Dry flower vaporizers and grinders are available for sale. And that's it. When running smoothly, the process should take between 1 and 2 hours. During the initial launch, though, the wait time will be longer, much longer. There's so much more arriving in the coming months, though, including dozens of cultivators and new dispensaries. This is a truly historic time for Ohioans, both medical marijuana patients and advocates, and there are so many more historic days coming. Frankly, I can't wait. Thanks for listening to the Ohio Marijuana Card podcast. Be sure to subscribe for more. Also, be sure to visit our website, ohiomarijuanacard.com. We have some really awesome blogs on there. We have a page about how to qualify to find out if you qualify. You can also schedule your appointment online right from the website or give us a call at 1-866-457-5559. Thanks again for listening to Ohio Marijuana Pod. We'll see you on the next episode. Bye-bye.